Across the globe, millions of stray dogs navigate a life of immense hardship. They are a common sight in many poor countries, their gaunt figures a stark reminder of the challenges they face. Origins and reproduction. Stray dogs often originate from abandoned pets or are born on the streets. In many cases, they are first or second generation strays, descended from previously abandoned animals. The reproduction rate of stray dogs is alarmingly high. Unneutered female dogs go into heat twice per year. They can give birth every 6 months. On average, a litter consists of 7 puppies. One female can produce approximately 14 puppies per year. This high birth rate contributes significantly to the growing stray dog population in poor countries. These forgotten creatures live on the fringes of society, their lives a constant struggle for survival. This is their story. The life of a stray dog in a poor country is one marked by survival against the odds. Pause. These dogs face immense challenges, including a lack of food, shelter, and medical care, and often die young due to diseases, malnutrition, and accidents. While their resilience is extraordinary, their existence remains tragic. Pause. The solution to this issue requires collective efforts at the local, national, and global levels. Governments, animal welfare organizations, and individuals must work together to address the overpopulation of street dogs, provide necessary care, and ensure that these animals have a chance at a better life. The plight of stray dogs in poor countries is often overlooked. Their suffering is silent, hidden in the shadows of human indifference. They are the forgotten victims of poverty, neglect, and rampant overpopulation, struggling to survive each and every day. In many developing nations, stray dogs are an inescapable part of the landscape. They roam the streets, their numbers often exceeding those of owned pets. Their presence is a stark reminder of the challenges these countries face in managing animal welfare. The stray dog crisis is a complex issue with deep roots in poverty, cultural attitudes, and a lack of infrastructure. In many poor countries, owning a pet is not viewed with the same sense of responsibility as it is in developed nations. Dogs are often seen as utilitarian animals, kept for guarding property or controlling vermin. This can lead to a lack of proper care, including sterilization, resulting in uncontrolled breeding and a surge in the stray population. Mortality and causes of death. The mortality rate among stray dogs in poor countries is high due to various factors. 1. Diseases such as rabies, parvovirus, and distemper. 1. Malnutrition and starvation. 3. Traffic accidents. 4. Abuse and violence from humans. 5. Extreme weather conditions. 6. Complications from injuries or infections. 7. Rabies concern. 8. Rabies remains a significant concern associated with stray dogs in developing countries. Dog bites and scratches cause 99% of human rabies cases. 40% of rabies victims are children under 15. Approximately 59,000 human deaths from rabies occur annually, mostly in Asia and Africa. Stray dogs are remarkable survivors, adapting to the harsh realities of their environment with astonishing resilience. They have developed ingenious strategies to find food, water, and shelter, defying the odds in a world that offers them little respite. Their senses are highly attuned to their surroundings, allowing them to detect potential dangers and opportunities. Their keen sense of smell, for instance, guides them to food sources, even in the most unlikely of places. Adopting street dogs. While it is possible to adopt street dogs, it requires careful consideration. Many stray dogs can be socialized and make loving pets. However, they may require extensive veterinary care, and behavioral training. Adoption should be done responsibly, ensuring proper vaccinations and health checks. For stray dogs in urban environments, scavenging for food is a daily necessity. They have become adept at navigating the concrete jungle, seeking out sources of sustenance wherever they can be found. Garbage dumps, markets, and restaurant districts become their unwilling providers. They are not picky eaters, consuming whatever scraps of food they can find, from discarded bones to rotting vegetables. Their digestive systems have adapted to this harsh diet, enabling them to extract nutrients from even the most unappetizing sources. While survival is a constant battle for stray dogs, they often benefit from the compassion of strangers. In many poor countries, people have a deep-rooted respect for animals, and this empathy extends to the strays that share their streets. Kind-hearted individuals, often with limited resources themselves, will share their food with stray dogs, offering them a moment of relief from their hunger. These acts of kindness, however small, can make a significant difference in the lives of these animals. In the heart of bustling cities and quiet villages, a silent pact exists between stray dogs and those who share their space. It's an unspoken agreement woven into the fabric of daily life, a shared understanding that transcends language and circumstance. While stray dogs often rely on their own resourcefulness, their survival is intertwined with the compassion of the communities they inhabit. It's a shared responsibility, often carried out by those with little to spare, but a heart overflowing with empathy. Beyond the spontaneous gestures of individuals, a network of dedicated individuals and organizations across the globe have taken it upon themselves to become guardians of these forgotten souls. These compassionate souls work tirelessly, often in challenging conditions, to ensure that stray dogs are not left to fend for themselves. Driven by a shared mission of compassion, they form a community bound by their love for animals. They dedicate their time, resources, and love to easing the plight of stray dogs. From providing medical care to grooming, their efforts are multifaceted and deeply impactful. These unsung heroes organize feeding programs, ensuring that no stray dog goes hungry. Setting up makeshift kitchens in their own homes or on street corners, they prepare meals with care and dedication. Ensuring that stray dogs receive at least one nutritious meal a day, they bring a sense of normalcy to these animals' lives. Their efforts extend beyond providing sustenance. They also offer medical treatment and shelter. They offer a glimmer of hope in a world that often seems indifferent to their suffering. Through their unwavering commitment, these volunteers remind us of the power of kindness and the difference it can make in the lives of those who are often overlooked. The plight of stray dogs is further compounded by a relentless cycle of reproduction. Without intervention, their numbers swell at an alarming rate, exacerbating the challenges they already face. Each litter born into this harsh reality only deepens the crisis. Female stray dogs can go into heat multiple times a year, each cycle bringing with it the potential for a new litter. These puppies, born into a life on the streets, face an uphill battle from the moment they open their eyes. The overpopulation of stray dogs is a crisis of immense proportions, particularly in developing countries. It's a complex issue with far-reaching consequences, impacting not only animal welfare but also human health and safety. The sheer number of stray dogs places a strain on already limited resources, making it increasingly difficult to provide adequate care, food, and shelter. Competition for survival becomes fiercer, leading to increased aggression and territoriality among the dogs. Life on the streets is a constant battle for survival, a relentless struggle against a multitude of threats. For stray dogs, danger lurks around every corner, their existence a precarious balance between life and death. The urban jungle presents a myriad of hazards, from speeding vehicles to hostile humans. Beyond the visible dangers, a host of silent killers stalk stray dog populations. Diseases like rabies, distemper, and parvovirus spread like wildfire through their ranks, claiming countless lives. These invisible enemies leave a trail of devastation in their wake. Puppies, with their underdeveloped immune systems, are particularly vulnerable. The suffering of stray dogs is a symphony of neglect, a chorus of pain echoing through the streets. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the consequences of human indifference. Their pain is real, their lives a testament to resilience in the face of unimaginable hardship. The weight of their suffering is etched on their gaunt bodies, their matted fur, their haunted eyes. The sight of a stray dog, often malnourished and wary, can evoke a range of emotions. pity, concern, and even the urge to offer a gentle pat or a comforting word are natural responses to their plight. But the question of whether it's safe or advisable to interact with stray dogs, particularly in poor countries, requires careful consideration. Stray dogs often lead unpredictable lives, their behavior shaped by hardship and their interactions with humans often tinged with fear or mistrust. Approaching them directly, especially if they appear agitated or defensive, can be risky. While direct physical contact with stray dogs, especially unfamiliar ones, is generally discouraged, it is important to remember that these animals are often in need of help and compassion. There are safer and more effective ways to extend compassion to these forgotten creatures. By understanding their needs and approaching them with care, we can make a significant difference in their lives. Building trust from a distance, offering food and water, and ensuring they have access to basic necessities can go a long way in helping these animals feel safe and cared for. Supporting organizations dedicated to their welfare is another impactful way to contribute. These organizations often have the resources and expertise to provide the necessary care and rehabilitation for stray dogs. By volunteering, donating, or simply spreading awareness, we can all play a part in making a difference. Leaving food and water at a safe distance allows stray dogs to approach on their own terms, reducing the risk of fear or aggression. This method respects their space and helps them feel more secure. When stray dogs are given the opportunity to approach food and water without feeling threatened, they are more likely to trust humans over time. Over time, this consistent act of kindness can help build trust, showing these animals that not all humans pose a threat. Paving the way for a more positive relationship, these small acts of compassion can lead to a significant change in the lives of stray dogs, fostering a community of care and understanding. The plight of stray dogs in poor countries may seem insurmountable, a problem too vast and complex to solve. Yet, amidst the despair, glimmers of hope emerge. By understanding the root causes of this crisis and implementing sustainable solutions, we can begin to break the cycle of suffering and create a brighter future for these forgotten creatures. Central to any effective intervention is the need to control the stray dog population. Spaying and neutering programs, carried out on a large scale, are essential to stemming the tide of unwanted litters. Addressing the stray dog crisis is not solely the responsibility of governments or animal welfare organizations. It requires a collective effort, a shared commitment from individuals, communities, and nations to create a world where these animals are treated with compassion and respect. Supporting animal shelters and rescue organizations, whether through financial contributions, volunteering time, or fostering animals, is a tangible way to make a difference. The plight of stray dogs in poor countries is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of all living beings. These animals, often overlooked and forgotten, navigate harsh environments daily, searching for food, shelter, and a bit of kindness. Their eyes tell stories of survival, resilience, and an unspoken plea for compassion. Their suffering is a reflection of our own capacity for both compassion and neglect. When we see a stray dog rummaging through garbage or nursing an untreated wound, we are confronted with the consequences of our indifference. Yet, within this suffering lies an opportunity for us to rediscover our humanity. It's a shared responsibility, a global challenge that demands our attention and action. Communities around the world are stepping up, showing that collective efforts can lead to meaningful change. Volunteers and animal welfare workers are the unsung heroes, dedicating their time and resources to care for these vulnerable animals. While the challenges are immense, so too is the potential for positive change. By supporting sterilization programs, promoting responsible pet ownership, and educating the public about the importance of animal welfare, we can make a significant impact. These initiatives not only help control the stray population, but also improve the quality of life for these animals. And advocating for humane animal welfare policies, we can influence systemic change. Governments and organizations must work together to implement and enforce laws that protect stray animals, ensuring they are treated with the care and respect they deserve. We can begin to alleviate their suffering and create a more compassionate world for all. Simple acts of kindness, like providing food, water, or medical care, can transform the lives of these animals. Shelters and rescue organizations play a crucial role in offering a safe haven and a second chance for strays. Every act of kindness, however small, can make a difference. When a child feeds a stray dog or a passerby offers water, it sends a powerful message of empathy and care. These moments of connection remind us that we all have the power to make a positive impact. By choosing compassion over indifference, we can inspire others to do the same. Community events and rescue missions highlight the importance of collective action and show that when we come together, we can achieve remarkable things. We embark on a shared journey towards a future where every dog, regardless of its circumstances, is treated with dignity and respect. A future where compassion is the norm, and every stray dog has the chance to live a happy, healthy life. Together, we can make this vision a reality. Survival challenges. Stray dogs in developing nations face numerous challenges in their daily lives: lack of basic necessities, struggle to find food, clean water, and shelter, often scavenge through trash for sustenance. 1. Health issues. Limited access to veterinary care, suffer from untreated injuries, infections, and diseases, vulnerable to parvovirus and distemper, especially when unvaccinated, often plagued by fleas, mange, ticks, and tick-borne diseases. Environmental hazards, frequent victims of traffic accidents, exposure to extreme weather conditions, human interaction, subject to abuse and violence from some individuals, in some areas, used for dogfighting.